Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Another episode here on the multiplayer server on our Midwest Horizon edit. So we are this morning getting some pigs moved. Got some porkers that we need to move into the porker barn. As you can see, I got the animal cane in the back of the gator here. This is a recently new purchase. The ones and just kind of used for transporting pigs to and from barns. So we have a plan to eventually get another barn, possibly across the road at that new property. Just like a breeding barn type of thing, because we're starting to get to the point where these barns only hold about 2,000 hogs, so they're starting to get to the point where how we have our breeders, our breeding sows spaced out, there won't be enough room in the in these barns for them to have all of their piglets. So with how we like to keep the piglets in with the sows until sorry, getting sidetracked as I'm trying to do this. We like to keep the piglets in with the sows until they turn into porkers, and then we move them into the other barn. But every 2 months we're having a new set of 1,000 piglets, so yeah, it just isn't working out. It won't work out, so we need to get another barn put up at some point. Obviously, you can see we don't have a ton of money in the bank. We got plenty of money in assets and in crops and different stuff like that, but got up a little closer. But yeah, not a lot of money in the bank right now, so gotta possibly haul some grain in. It's obviously April 1st, so we are gonna be starting planting here. We got the planter out, got that all maintenanced up. Do have a new tractor, new planting tractor. Might be a bit of a surprise for some of you. Definitely a different brand than we have ran on this farm yet, so it's yeah, we'll show you that in a bit, but probably quit boring you with just driving back and forth with the gator loading and unloading pigs. But I wish I would have built these barns so the entrances were facing each other. That would have been a lot easier, but we did it the way we did it, and we'll deal with it. So we're not just gonna tear the barn down just because of that. So, but anyway, I'm gonna keep at this, and I will catch you guys in a bit. We have the big cat going right now over in field 30, 33, 38, all combined field. Got that going right now, fitting this field. Got some lime going down here that we need to finish up, and then we'll start fitting this field. But this field is fit, this one is fit as well, and then the two new fields are as well. Got to get that grass field chisel plowed up and into something, I think, too. So yeah, we are finally in planting season. It was definitely a long winter, felt like, but you know, those cattle guys, they got a lot of work to do in the winter even, so do it. So yeah, we're off vacation and we're getting back to it here, springtime, and looking forward to planting. So yeah, we'll catch you guys in a bit. We're just getting the Mac hooked up here to the hopper bottom, and we are going to truck out a load of corn. As you can see, we are nearly completely out of money. So yeah, we got to get a little bit of money in so we can keep paying our hired help and getting the commodities such as lime that we need. We have plenty of corn and beans to be sold, so, and we are completely stocked full of pig feed up at the feed mill as well. That's another job that we gotta get done. The guys up at the feed mill have been hounding me to get my pig food out of their bins, so we need to get that trucked from the bins, or from the feed mill, into our hopper bottom bins down by the commodity shed. We'll get this loaded up, and then what's the best price? Looks like wait, where's the prices for the 2 sell points? So I hope something didn't go wrong. Something's not busted on the map. That wouldn't be fun. We'll close that up. We're gonna take the chance that prices are higher uptown, but we'll have to see, I suppose. So see ya once we get into town. Let's hope we're able to sell off some crop here. That would be nice. Bit concerned about it. That wouldn't be good. That would be a complete server buster. We're able to sell crop anymore. This truck needs some maintenance, big time. Big time maintenance is needed on this guy. Gotta open the cover. Gotta let the probe go in, you know. Like they want me on scale 2. All this process takes a lot longer than this, by the way, in real life. Moment of truth. And we sell some crop. What in the world? That is not good. That is not good at all. What in the heck happened? Well, good. Not good, folks. I have to check and see if anybody else is having that issue, because that's not going to be a deal at all. Well, I guess we might have to sell it direct to the feed mill, since that's our only option. Not really what I wanted to do. Shoot. We'll have to see what happens here with this. I don't know. I don't think anybody edited the map. Guess we'll have to ask. Shoot. Well, I guess I'll do some investigating and get back to that. Let's see. I saw the neighbor's planter out right there. I'll have to show you guys. I saw some pictures of it. To give you guys a quick peek of it. New planter and tractor. I believe new tractor. Look at this guy. He's high rolling. Those dairy farmers these days. All the money they're making. Well, we're about to run out. We're about to be completely zero. This guy's rolling with a new Kinsey 24 row and a Massey. Dude. Shoot, look at this guy. Alright, well, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Hopefully we can get this crop sold somehow. Update time. We just logged out of the server and logged back in, and sell points have showed up, so thank goodness, because that was a possible server buster issue. Very, very happy that they came back. One, because we need the money. Big time. I gotta be able to pay my workers. And I wasn't really wanting to take out a loan just to be able to run the show, because we have plenty of money and commodities things, so. Now, we will send this guy back to the farm. Fairview Farm Silo. Should rename that to Bins. Oh, don't. What are you doing, Chief? Oh, because I think it's that too. I don't know how these routes are set, to be honest. I didn't make them. Once we get out on the main road, we can send it back. But anywho, we got some lime to finish up. Got the lime truck, or we got the truck with the lime tender up at the co-op right now. So now we have money to buy lime. Probably got to get the guy going again on bitten because we ran out of money. So I'm sure he just quit working. And then gotta finish up spraying some nitrogen on one of our wheat fields, so some few different jobs, and then we'll be able to get into planting. So I'll catch you guys once we start planting. Alrighty, so we got our jobs plenty done. Wait a second, what's happened to our money? Oh no. Shoot. We sold all of our pig feed, apparently, so there's that. Well, that's okay. We have a lot of crops still, so we can truck that in, and I did not know that I put that on there. When I was messing around with crap, I must have done that. Shoot. No, there's that, but yeah, so we are just about gearing up to go do some planting now. Gotta hook up the old F250 to the tender. Already just about. And then if you see here, here's our new tractor. Kind of explain it a little bit, why we went with this one. But we have ourselves a New Holland, pretty much brand new New Holland T8 380. It is a 380 horsepower tractor. It is 30 horsepower more than our Challenger was. So why'd we go with this? Well, it was about 80 grand cheaper than the 8RX that we were looking at. It was between either this, an 8RX, or a Fendt. So this was actually the cheapest option. I feel like over the years, you know, Deere has been definitely much more expensive. It's always been that way, but I feel like they were kind of allowed to be because they had the, you know, they had the feature comforts and the technology and stuff in their machines. But I feel like over the last few years, definitely the other brands have definitely caught up. They're including a lot of that stuff in their machines now, and plenty of good technology. So we are running this T8 here, brand new. Has a few hours on it because we were running slurry with it. This is a tractor that we'll probably be putting on the slurry spreader so we can save some hours on the big cat. So yeah, this is it. So this is our new planting rig. Be running slurry with it. Even has enough horsepower to do some tillage if we need it to. So it's pretty much just an all-around good tractor. Got the duals on it, so we did go with tires instead of tracks. Tires are definitely a lot better on the roads, and as we're kind of spreading out a little bit more with our land, definitely nicer driving down roads with with tires other than tracks. Tracks are great in the field, but I don't find there's much of a difference between tracks and tires in the field. But there's a ton of difference between tires and tracks on the roads. So yeah, obviously you gotta keep up with 8 tires now and be checking those all the time, but worth it for the price of the tractor. $80,000 less. And at the time over winter we didn't really have the money, the wiggle room. But anyway, so we obviously now we have plenty of money. So not sure that I wanted that to happen, but it's okay. We need to just truck some beans and stuff back down to the feed mill and get that going again for pig feed. Plenty. We won't be running out of pig feed, that's for sure. Yeah, so let's get into some planting. I'll catch you down at the field once we get everything set up and get into some planting. We're getting to it now. We decided to start here right on the field, right next to the farm. Figured if, you know, needed to get anything fixed or anything like that, it'd be right here next to the shop, at least for our first initial plant for the year and with this tractor, but liking it so far. We're on just about to finish up our headland passes. So we'll be doing the up downs now, and shouldn't take too long with the 24-row planter, but yeah, it's going good. I like it. Obviously a big reason why I wanted to go with some tires over tracks here was mostly just due to, you know, I do have a little bit of lag while playing multiplayer, and two tracks sometimes aren't the best. They're definitely very sensitive, I suppose you could say. What's going on? Just a little bit of overlap there on that last 2 rows, looks like. So, but yeah, it's going good. I like it. So take a look at the inside. It's pretty clean looking cab on the inside. Obviously I think the command station here is pretty much the same as a case, at least that screen is. I mean, I know they're the same parent company and have a lot of similarities, so. But yeah, I like it. It's cool. I haven't ran a New Holland tractor in farm stand on in a long time, so I figured let's switch it up and do something a little bit different. So I like it. Pretty slick. This tractor is just from the mod hub, pretty much. Then there was the other version that Diniz converted from NEFG in 2019. Looked at that one, but I figured let's just go with the brand new and play around with it. So here we are playing around with it. But I think I might edit this up a bit and do it to where I can put a front liquid tank, add an attacher joint where I can put a front liquid tank there where the weights are. Give us a little bit more liquid fert capacity. Obviously we don't really need it, especially with throwing an application of nitrogen down with our slurry on pretty much all of our fields anyway. So yeah, should be okay, but it's not a terrible idea to have an extra tank. You never know. So, I think we're gonna move over to 78 next. This was in beans last year. We bought this late in the year, and so we had just soybeans in it. So we're gonna go corn in that. Big Cat's working here to get this bean stubble off, so we'll be going corn in that as well. This will be beans this year, because this was corn. And then, obviously all of our wheat ground is going to be double planted into beans as well, so there, but that's alright. Just a little bit, little corner there. Can't always be perfect, right? So, but is there any other ground that I'm missing? Oh, the new ground will be in corn as well. So I honestly might leave this patch here, this whole grass area, might just leave that. Turn it into just some ground where we can empty our slurry tanks onto for the time being, because we're going to be out of ground and we do have quite a bit of slurry that we got to get emptied out still. It's pretty much just a constant battle of where to empty slurry, especially when in the spring and summertime when we have fields that are in crop. So don't really want to be throwing slurry on top of crop that's planted. So one thing that we are going to try and do is roll some fields this year. We're going to try and roll our bean fields. So just the fields that are in just single crop beans, not the double crops, because that's always a hectic time of year anyway. So we'll probably just be sticking to fields that are not double crops. So I feel like we probably could roll our cornfields too, to be honest. Oh, and another big job that we do have to finish is we gotta hop in the sprayer and finish up putting nitrogen down on the wheat there. So it's kind of the plan moving forward for spring. Not a ton left to do. Pretty much everything's fitted. Well, I say that, but we do have to fit this field once. What am I trying to say? Oh, once we're done fitting the other field. So we do have the deer, but I think I'm going to be hooking up the deer to the bean planter so we can get that rolling on the fields that we want to be in beans. So yeah, that's the plan. So once the big cat's done over there and those fields there to the west of us, we're going to be throwing it in that south field, and then we'll pretty much be done fitting fields. And planting season really shouldn't be that long. That huge field is already in wheat, so we'll probably that's not going to take nearly as much time this year. That took forever to plant last year. But and who knows if we'll even be able to double crop that, because it's such a big field. Maybe we'll just double crop half of it. It could definitely be an option, but anywho, now that we are just about done here on this field, I think that's going to be a good spot to call it a video. So I do appreciate you guys watching, as always, and I'll catch you in the next video.